Hey y'all, I'm Danielle. Welcome back to the Surrender CEO. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make thermal label designs in Canva. I have different sizes I want to run through. I'm going to pull up my computer and let you see Canva and just how I go step by step to create this, and then we will print one out at the end. So stay tuned if you want to learn how to make thermal labels in Canva. So first, there's lots of different sizes of thermal labels. I get mine off Amazon. I will drop the link in the description for the different sizes. I will also drop the link for the thermal printer that I use. This is a design that I use often. If you have ordered from my wholesale, you have seen these on either your samples or your bottles or gallons of product. This is a 2.25 by 1.25 inch label right here. These are really good if you ship samples out. So with my retail business, I use this size just in the color pink. I use these little bags, stick bags, and then I put my label on there for my samples. All right, this is one size. This is another size, a 2 by 2 circle label right here. I use these for my thank you stickers. I also print off Bible verses and send these with my packages for my retail company. And then I also use the 2 by 2 circle label to print off these. And I send this with my body oil samples. And it just says, "Did you love your body oil sample? Scan the QR code for 15% off your first order." And so this is just a little bit more space to put stuff versus these smaller labels. All right. And then I want to share these labels right here. This is a 2 by 2 square label. All right. I just bought these. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to start printing my soap label on these because they're so much cheaper than what I was doing before. So before I was printing these soap labels, and yes, they are so cute, so pretty, so colorful. But they are expensive. So instead of me raising the prices for my customers, I am trying to find ways that I can lower my cost of goods so that I can keep my prices the same. So I am going to show you how I change this product label to this, and then we're going to go ahead and print one out at the end. So stay tuned. I'm going to transition to open up my laptop and just show you how you can customize the size in Canva, and then some ways that you can design, even if you have no experience. Real quick, before I open up my laptop, I want to share with you this size. This is a 4 by 6 shipping label. And in addition to using this for my shipping labels, I have been using these as thank you cards. So instead of making a nice thank you card and you having like this to print or some place like that printed off and increasing your costs, I've just been reusing the shipping labels that I already have in stock for my shipping to double as a thank you card. This is just what I'm doing to decrease cost, and I want to share it with you. So let's get into Canva. Okay, bear with me. I'm doing this by just one hand. This is your Canva homepage. You're going to go over here to this plus mark, create, and you're going to go all the way down to custom size. This is how you're going to create the right size. So let's first do 2 by 2. So 2 by 2, and then you're going to have to change the PX to inches. Oops, here we go. Change it to inches first and then put it in. All right, create new design. All right, so if you want to use your circle labels for the thank you stickers or just any little message or quote, or if you have an affirmation or something like that you want to include as a sticker, you can do this. You can go over here to design, and you can type in thank you, okay, and see what pops up. And you can kind of customize these to be your own. Like something like this right here. This is big and bold. Something like this, you could say thank you and just write your own little personal message, and then sign your name right there. Do keep in mind that the thermal labels are not going to print in color. It's just going to print in black and white. So you could do this. The other thing you could do is you could go over to Amazon and just type in small business stickers, small business thank you stickers. You can just Google this and you can pull inspiration to create your own right here using text and different elements to really make it your own. Okay. The other thing that you can do is use this for a QR code. So maybe you want to put right here, scan QR code. This is how you would do a QR code. You would go down here to apps, and then you would type in QR. Okay, this is free, by the way, QR code generator. And then you would use, I believe I used this one, the QR code. Okay, you would enter your URL here of where you want the QR code to send them, generate the code, and then you would just put it over here. Okay, that is how you would do something like that. Okay, this is what I want to show you for what I have, just to give you some examples. So this is what I send out with my body bar samples. So if you have a product that has multiple scents or variations, you could just put your website name, you could put body bar sample, you could put body butter sample, a body lotion sample. If you sell perfumes, you could put that as a sample. And then I just put a line right here. Literally, this is an element. So if you go over to here, element, click on, or not click, but you could type in line, boom. The lines are going to pop up and you could just pick. I think I just use this one. And then whenever you send the sample out, you would just write what it is right here on this line. Here is a sample that I send out for my hyaluronic acid serum. Again, website name, product name, and the directions. Here's a sample that I send out that has my website and the ingredients as well as the directions. So if you want to do something like that, this size is a 5.5 size font, just to give you some perspective on what that's going to look like in terms of size. All right, so this is the soap label that I need to change to fit onto a thermal label. So first, I need to resize this. So I'm going to go over here to the resize button, click on custom size, and it's currently set to 2 by 1.5. I need to set it to 2 by. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to copy and resize. And then I'm going to open in 2 by 2 inch. So this is what it resizes to. So this is the one I'm going to work on. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my phone down because I can't do this with just one hand. But I'm going to start playing around with this so that it can fit this 2 by 2. And then I'm going to show you how I would print it. Okay, so I'm back. So I took this right here to this. So this is the new design that I'm going to print. And so what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to share. This is how you'll save it. You'll go to download. You'll save it as a PNG, and then you will select the page that you want to save, download, and then we'll save this, and then you're going to open it. And this is what's really important. So when you go to print, it's going to default to whatever size. So this is my shipping label size. And as you can see, this is not right. So I'm going to change this to 2 by 2, and then it's going to fit the whole thing. And I'm just going to print one. I like to start with just one, just so that if it's not right, you're not wasting a bunch of labels. So go ahead and print. Okay, so this is the label that printed. We can tear that off. And so this is what we have. Okay, you can see it better right here. So here is the label. Here is my soap bar. I typically was putting the label right here on the top, but this is actually going to work better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this label on the bottom of the soap. That way it doesn't take away when their soap comes what the bar looks like. And also, this is just a little bit bigger, which I don't even care because this is going in the trash anyways. But yeah, and so when they get their bar, they see the top of it. And then when they flip it over, this is the label. So I am very happy with how this turned out. The more I thought about the labels that I did have, while these are really nice, they're colorful, they're cute, they're going in the trash. As soon as they get this and use it, they're going in the trash. And so these were like 34 cents a piece. This is like a penny. So it's a no-brainer. Excited. I am going to let my audience know that I am changing it just because I like to be transparent. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. I encourage you, if y'all have products that are, as soon as they unwrap it, it's going in the trash. Think about switching to a thermal label. If you give out sample sizes, switch to a thermal label. If you have products that you know are not going to get wet or not experience a lot of wear and tear, which like it wouldn't be kept in a purse or a bag to be like rubbing against other stuff. If you have products like that, consider switching to a thermal label to save money. If you don't have a super high end brand and you're trying to stay more affordable for your customers, think about making the switch. I am very happy with how this turned out. Still looks really clean. It's simple. It has everything it needs to have. So yeah, wanted to share with you how I did this. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you plan to switch any labels to thermal labels. And again, I will link the different label sizes that I use. A lot of these you can also purchase in different colors like blue, pink, yellow, orange. They have like a tannish, like natural color. They also have, which I haven't purchased yet, but I am going to soon, they have clear labels. So you can print onto a clear sticker using your thermal printer. That's amazing. They also have like the gold, I think the gold stickers, they have that in the thermal label. So I encourage you to just do some research. Again, hope this was helpful and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.